And it's Thursday, which means we get a new drought monitor. This just in this morning. Quite an expansion. This is last week's. Look at the difference, though, in just a week. Despite yesterday's rain, not enough to really even make a dent in the amount of drought right now across the region. We've seen both moderate and severe drought now expanded to include areas like Cape Girardeau to Sikeston, much of Union, Johnson, Massac, Pope, Pulaski, and Alexander County, all in that in southern Illinois. Much of western Kentucky also in severe drought. Elsewhere, pretty much everybody else in moderate drought, a few spots only in abnormally dry conditions, but to get the idea, we could really use enough rain. So once again, high fire threat this afternoon. In addition to the lack of rain, we've also got strong winds and low relative humidity, below 30% in some locations, both today and tomorrow. So not a great time to be doing any burning. I know it's the time of year a lot of folks want to have bonfires, but a high field fire threat over the next couple of days. Red flag warnings issued by the National Weather Service for this afternoon. This is somewhat of a rarity here in the region. In fact, this is the first red flag warning we've had in our area going back to 2020, back in October then. So again, we do anticipate pretty strong winds this afternoon out of the west and northwest, sustained about 20 miles per hour, but gust 30 to 35 miles per hour. Now, once the sun goes down, the winds will begin to relax just a bit. But look what happens right into tomorrow afternoon. Winds back out of the west and southwest, sustained 18, 20 miles per hour. Gusts 25 to 30 miles per hour. Very dry air moving in right now behind this cold front. You can see the flags blowing in the wind there, Benton and Mount Vernon, the blue sky overhead as well. A sign that we've got some of that dry air making its way in from the north and the west. Temperatures outside not too bad. Despite temperatures in the low to mid 60s, you may need a jacket or a windbreaker at least this afternoon, as that wind is going to make it feel pretty chilly. Right now 63 currently in Carbondale. We've got 61 in Marion, 63 as well into Harrisburg, 62 currently in Golconda, Illinois. Mayfield at 63, Clinton, Kentucky also at 63, and Murray also at 63. Greenville, Missouri at 64, Poplar Bluff at 65, and Cape currently at 63 degrees. Quite a strong cold front that moved through here last night. That's now approaching the east coast, and you can see all the cold air spilling into the central U.S. Cedar Rapids, Iowa this morning. It's still at 48 degrees. Chicago only in the low 50s, and that colder air is going to continue to make its way into the region. Of course, cool, dry air, the cold front taking the rain out of our area, and this afternoon just a lot of blue sky, a lot of sunshine around as we make our way into the heat of the day. We're talking high temperatures today, mid to upper 60s in southern Illinois, and you may see a few passing clouds from time to time, especially along and north of Route 13. Farther southward, still some lower 70s along the Highway 60 corridor from Poplar Bluff to Sikeston and over towards Paducah. Now we'll drop off pretty quickly once the winds start to die down tonight. We'll drop back into the upper 40s pretty quick, and then tomorrow morning waking up into the upper 30s again, and then tomorrow afternoon lower 70s. So a little warmer on Friday, but we're not done with the cool weather. Check this out. This is late this weekend, early next week, and even more cold air is going to spill southward. Growing concerns, especially as we make our way into Tuesday morning. We could see, for some, the first hard freeze of the season. So a lot of cool air in the forecast, not a lot of rain, tracking a chance for a couple scattered showers and storms. That's that next cold front moving through on Saturday. Not a big rainmaker, nothing worth canceling your plans over this weekend at this point. 58 will do it for a high though on Monday. And then Monday night into Tuesday morning, upper 20s, 53. That's it for a high on next Tuesday. And then Tuesday night into Wednesday, even colder. We may see some mid 20s around here next week, Mark.
But it's kind of surprising, back to the drought situation. Even with that little bit of rain we got yesterday, the drought is getting worse.
Yeah, I mean, think around here though. We had less than 2/10 of an inch. That was it. It made just enough to have mud, and that was it.
All right. Thank you, Nick.